Hello friends, and welcome to Far and Away Storytime. My name is Miss Michele, or you can call me Shell as my family calls me. And I'm coming to you today from my home for the Canton Public Library. And we're going to do story time just like this today online, just as if we were in the library together. We'll do stories and rhymes together, and it'll be a great time. I'm so glad you guys joined me. The first thing we're going to do today is a hand washing rhyme, because it's important to wash your hands. And I'll talk it through with you, and then we'll do it a little bit faster. So the first thing we want to do is put our hands up and wash our hands. We're also we want to wash our toes too. Here's our picture for our toes. And you can point right here. Don't forget though to blow your nose. But the silly part is we're going to let our hair go. Let your hair, leave it up in the air. You know why? Because it'll scare away the bears. Got it? Okay. So I want you to put your hands up and wiggle them around like this. And we're going to say the words together, which are, please wash your hands, hands, hands. Please wash your toes, toes, toes. And don't forget, get to blow your nose, nose, nose. But leave your hair, hair, hair up in the air, 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 'cause it will scare, scare, scare away the bears. Good job. Okay, let's do it one more time together. We can go a little bit faster. So put those hands up, wiggle them around, and say the words, which are, please wash your hands, hands, hands. Please wash your toes, toes, toes. And don't forget, get to blow your nose, nose, nose. But leave your hair, hair, hair up in the air, 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 'cause it will scare, scare, scare away the bears. Good job, you guys. So since we're talking about piggies and hands and toes today, I thought a great story for us to do would be this story. And it's called Piggies, and it is by Audrey and Don Wood. Now what I want you to do in this story is I want you to hold up your hand to go with each picture in the story. And you're going to start out with your thumb, and then you can go on with other fingers to go with each page in the story, okay? And at the end, you can put your fingers together like that, okay? Okay, here we go. Piggies. Put up your thumbs and look real close. Here we go. I've got two fat little piggies. Two smart little piggies. Two long little piggies. Two silly little piggies. And two wee little piggies. Sometimes they're hot little piggies. And sometimes they're cold little piggies. Sometimes they're clean little piggies, like when we wash our hands. And sometimes they're dirty little piggies. Sometimes they're good little piggies. But not at bedtime. That's when they skip down my tummy, and you can do that too, skip them down. Dance on my toes. Then run away and hide. So I put them together all in a row. So put your hands together. For 2 fat kisses, 2 smart kisses, 2 long kisses, 2 silly kisses, and 2 wee kisses. Good night. And there they are in the back. To go along with our piggy story today, we're going to do the rhyme, "This little piggy went to market," which some of you might know that because you can do it on your toes before you go to bed, or you can do it with your hands. And the way that it goes is that you have a piggy that went to market right here with his hat on. You have a piggy right here, he stayed home. You got a piggy right here who had roast beef and he's got his fork under there. You got a piggy right here who had none and he's got tears. And you have a piggy right here who has a great hat on, but he didn't go home. He went all the way to the library and he had all the fun. So we'll put our library right here. And we'll situate our market guy. I think we're ready to go. So everybody put up your fingers like this, or your toes. And we'll do it a couple times together. Here we go. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. And this little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way to the library. And he had all the fun. Good job. Okay. Do it one more time. Toes or fingers. Here we go. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way to the library, and he had all the fun. Great job, you guys. So since it's summertime now, I was thinking about fireflies and how fun they are and how beautiful they are. And I thought this would be a good time to share a story together about fireflies. They should be coming out soon because they like warm, humid weather. And they're really fun to chase after on summer evenings. So the story we're going to read about fireflies is called The Very Lonely Firefly. And it is by the very great writer, Eric Carle, who has many other great stories for you guys to read. But today we are going to read The Very Lonely Firefly. Here we go. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb, lighting up the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a candle, flickering in the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight, shining in the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a lantern, glowing in the night. The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them. But they were not other fireflies. There was a dog and a cat and an owl, their eyes reflecting the lights. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights. The headlights were flooding the night. The firefly saw many lights and flew toward them. But they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks, sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. And then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. There they are, so beautiful. And you might even be able to take those fireflies and catch them in a jar. And then after a while, you can let them go. I thought, since we just had a story about light, it would be good if we all shed a little light around. So I want you to hold up your fingers like this. Do you know that song, This Little Light of Mine? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. We're gonna do that, and I want you guys to hold up your finger and do that, or both fingers if you want. Either way. I want you to hold up your finger and shake it like this, and then when we say don't let anyone, you can go like that, okay, and then bring it back up. Got it? Okay, here we go. Hold up your finger. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Don't let anyone it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let anyone it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let anyone it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Good job. Closing today, I'd like to do our Skinamarink song. Thank you for joining me. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And here we go. Skinamarink dinky dink, Skinamarink doo. I love you. Skinamarink dinky dink, Skinamarink doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening underneath the moon. Skinamarink dinky dink, Skinamarink doo. I love you. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for coming. Bye.